Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. So here I'll be showing you how to add background and how to create snow effect just by adding the background. So you're staying right above the branch and that's how you're creating that snow effect. There is a full class available on Patreon if you would like to paint like the full branch with all the berries. And this card is part of a full series called 12 Days of Christmas. So this is where you get to create your own Christmas cards. And I have many other cards from previous years because I never delete any of my content on Patreon. So you can paint cards with me from last year or 3 years ago. So the link to Patreon is below this video, and also please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. So what I'm going to do is wet a little bit of the background, but then I'm going to get closer towards these branches, like basically it's going to be more like a wet on dry, but at least away from the branches, it's going to be more like a wet on wet. I'm going to use my leftover paints. So whatever I have here, I can even grab some of the yellow tones in there, so raw sienna, yellow ochre. And I'm gonna get closer towards these branches. And this is where I want to show there's snow. So snow is not like you have like an even layer. So you kind of want to show, okay, there's some snow like this, right? So you don't have, you have like hard edges, but also it's not perfect. And you can grab a little bit of green itself too. Basically, whatever colors you have, this is on your palette, this is a good moment to use up the palette. So I'm gonna grab more. And think of the composition because you don't want to have like the darks everywhere basically, which is why I wetted parts of the background. So like that, a little more water here. And then I have the branch again. I'm gonna clean my brush. I'm gonna add a little bit of red too. And here, would you have snow on the bottom of the branch? No, we wouldn't have snow because that wouldn't look natural. The snow would be sitting on top. And also here, we have the underneath the branch area right here. And then parts would be covered, but not underneath the berries. And then if we want to show that there's more berries, we can add them wet on wet. So I want a little bit more of that indigo. This is now nice how we have a contrast. Even grab like Van Dyke brown. So don't be afraid to use the colors and go through, like, let's say you're creating like a branch or something, like go create some lines. So don't worry like about making anything perfect and keep it loose. I think this is fine the way it is. And if I want to again add some berries on top, what I would do is grab my round 8 golden wand brush and grab the same colors I used for the berries, which is like the yellow, red, and the reds, and then place them in the background. But you don't have to close the circle because that's when you would have maybe some of that those highlights, just like in the other berries, right? So whatever you want to place like extra berries, I think I'm just gonna keep them here just to make it for the composition, to make it work. And then we also need those little tiny stems. So cream top like ratio between water and paint, Van Dyke brown, some indigo. Just find the stems. Maybe I want to add it like as far as like the branch goes in the background, maybe more color over the ones that I just painted wet on wet. Not too much, let's keep it simple. It's a card again, and it's much easier to do some, like a lot of these if we keep it really simple. So I'm gonna call it a day, and I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know if you have any questions.